What's up, guys? Coach Gaglione here. This is another edition of our Gags Garage Gym Reviews. I still don't know how to do an intro for this type of series. But anyways, I'm here at Peak Fitness Training, which is located in lovely Harbison, Delaware. It's a local family-owned business, the Horn family. Great people, local people. And, we've been starting to kind of do some stuff together. And I wanted to kind of support their gym and to support the community. So we're going to bring Bench for Boobs. You can see I'm wearing one of the old school tanks to Delaware. We've had a Bench for Boobs contest for quite some time now. I'd say close to a decade. And we've always had kind of a Bench for Reps charity. And originally, I think we just did a slingshot, which you'll see like a bench aid in a little bit. And then Bench for Reps, usually 225 for the guys. And we had like different weights, for the women, depending on strength levels. But this is, we're going to have people as young as 10, people in their 60s, people benching the bar, people benching, north of 4 plates. So we're going to have a rising bar challenge. It's going to be an unsanctioned event, no singlet required. We are going to make sure that you guys are safe. So right now I'm just kind of showing you a general warm-up with some bands as well as just some bands and body weight. So these are just some things to kind of get your upper back. So basically what we're trying to do is get the upper back kind of warm, get some blood into around the shoulder joint area. Kind of quote unquote activate some of the muscles around the lats, the upper back, the mid-trap fibers, all stuff that's going to help kind of stabilize the shoulder. And then the other thing, which is often overlooked, we're going to do here is mobilize the hips. It's going to help get you in a better position. You could also potentially try to mobilize your back if you're someone that kind of has a big arch. I don't really try to overemphasize my lumbar, which is the lower back arch, but I do try to get some good upper back retraction and shoulder extension in my warm-ups, as well as hip extension, which you'll see here. So it's going to help get you in a better position and a bigger arch, more hip extension, more upper back extension. It's that thoracic area, so essentially kind of the part of the spine where kind of shoulder blades are. So, and then we're just going to do some reps with the empty bar, and then we're going to work on command. So a couple other things I just wanted to highlight in terms of equipment reviews. Rogue is always a great choice if you want overbuild equipment. It's going to be very safe. We're going to kind of go over some safety considerations. You can see I have the safeties up. Really important that you bench with safeties if you're alone. And also just kind of making sure you have a good rack height. If you are also someone that benches alone, you could also potentially use monolift hooks. And you'll kind of see I'll get like a spotter at some point. Big Lenny. So anyways, a couple other considerations in terms of equipment. The pad selection is going to be important. This is a legal fat pad. It's a little bit wider than a commercial gym, a typical commercial gym bench. It's got a grippy pad. It's going to prevent you from sliding. So if you are looking to press big weights, or if you're just kind of looking to press more efficiently, a bench like this. I also like the Titan has got a nice bench pad. I know for some reason, apparently the word on the street that Titan benches are not good, but I actually really like the Titan fat pad. But this Rogue bench pad is really nice. Donnie Thompson was one of the original collaborators with Rogue, and this is like a little bit of like a more reasonable size version for most people that won't be kind of too aggressively thick. It's still competition legal, but it's going to basically cover more of your shoulder blades, which is going to allow for safer pressing. So what we're going to kind of show you here is just kind of what we're looking for in terms of a standard. Just control at the top, locked out elbows, stopping the bar, exploding up, holding the lockout. So this is not going to be quote unquote like legal per se for this particular competition, but I wanted to also guys show you this is a bench aid. This is basically a little bit more of an aggressive slingshot. Some people call it a bench band. This is from F8 Customs, but if you're someone like myself, I have a partially torn rotator cuff and I've had a lot of shoulder problems since high school wrestling and just over about 20 years of powerlifting, over 20 years of just benching. So if I'm going to bench pretty heavy, I'm going to wear a bench aid, and then I usually, if I compete, it's going to be in a bench shirt, which again, I'll probably show us. Might do an exhibition at the meet. But the contest is going to be, we're going to get our rack heights around 11:30 and check the athletes in. So we're going to do all our safety measures. And it's going to be a great community event. So whether you're in a garage gym, a commercial gym, or a private gym, making sure that you get some community involvement, I think, is important, especially when you're going for those big numbers. So here's 5 plates, 495 for a double. And then I'm going to show you, so good control there. My second rep, I end up hitting a rack, so that was kind of I didn't set up. The J-hooks are kind of very long. which is not really ideal, but if I were 95 held up good, so Rogue's always overbuilt. And this is an example of a controlled touch and go. Any more than this, I would consider a bounce, so you don't want to slam it. So whether you're training for hypertrophy or even if you're training for athletics, if you're training for athletics, there is kind of some benefit for being able to reverse weights quickly, but generally for hypertrophy and strength development, I do like a more controlled eccentric. Doesn't need to be slow, but controlled eccentric, and then kind of go from there. So please come out to our fundraiser on October 18th, this Sunday at Harbison at Peak Fitness Training. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you at our fundraiser. Until next time, stay strong. We'll see you soon.